Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to go over my top 10 movies I feel like everyone loves. So these are movies that I hear a lot of people get excited about whenever they're brought up. A lot of people go, oh, I love that movie, or this is one of my favorite movies, and yada, 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 yada. You hear so many people talk about them, and these are all the movies that I feel like everyone loves. So I'm going to do a quick disclaimer. I'm not saying I hate any of these movies because everyone loves them. I'm just only saying that these are movies I hear a lot of people love. I love pretty much all of these movies I mentioned on this list. I'm just saying there's so many people who love them, and I know a lot of people who love them actually in person. So these are movies that are pretty popular, and I know a lot of people really love them. Like I said, I do love these movies. I'm not saying I hate them because so many people love them. I'm just saying there are so many people that I know that love these movies. Does that make sense? Please let me know. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So number one on my list would have to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I feel like everyone loves Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There's so many people who love this movie. I feel like it's pretty popular among a lot of people. There's so many reviews on YouTube for it. There's so many people talking about this movie on YouTube, and if you grew up in the 80s, it probably must have been popular for you. So it is a pretty popular film. I have a lot of friends who love this movie. I have a lot of family friends who love this movie. It's just a really popular film in general, I feel like, because of its comedy, its silliness. It's just a great film, and it's got that really cool, nice 80s vibe to it, and I just love that so much. So if you would like to see my review on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, actually I have 2 reviews up on this movie, and if you would like to see them both, I will link them in the description box down below. Number 2 on my list would be Shrek. So I feel like a lot of people love Shrek as well. It's a very funny movie. I love Shrek. I've only seen the first 3. I haven't seen the 4th one. And I personally just think this is such a funny movie. It's got a great comedic vibe to it, and it's like a fantasy film, and I just really like it in general just because for its like a humor, kind of like adult humor. There's a lot of like innuendos in it, and I really love this movie just so much, and I think it's just really funny. Number 3 on my list should be Forrest Gump. Now, I hear this one's a pretty popular movie. You see, I hear a lot of people talking about it, and a lot of people really love it. It is a really long movie, though. I think I watched it at my grandparents' house, and we were at the house maybe until maybe 9 o'clock at night or almost 10 o'clock at night because I wanted to finish the movie so bad. It was on at my grandparents' house once, and I watched it. It is a pretty long movie, but I really personally think it's just an enjoyable film just because it's got a really great story to it, and it's such a fun movie, and I just think it's just a great film. I love Tom Hanks. He's one of my favorite actors, and it's just a very heartwarming movie in my opinion. Number 4 on my list would be Titanic. So I know Titanic's a popular film. I hear so many people talk about it. Anytime anybody talks about Leonardo DiCaprio, this is one film that constantly comes to people's minds. Well, a lot of people I know and stuff. So I feel like this is very popular just because it's got a good story. It's got like a romantic line to it, and I just think this is such a great film, and it kind of shows the story of how the Titanic sank. Even though most of it's kind of like fiction and stuff, it does have like a showing of how the Titanic sank and what caused the Titanic to sink, and I really like this movie just because it's got like a nice dramatic love story to it, even though it's quite sad. Number 5 on my list would have to be The Wizard of Oz. So I feel like The Wizard of Oz is another popular movie that everyone loves. Like, Like anybody who thinks of Judy Garland thinks of this movie. This was popular from when my sister was little. My sister loved The Wizard of Oz when she was little. It was one of her favorite movies. She used to watch it all the time. So many people talk about this movie. You see so many jokes about The Wizard of Oz in other movies. There's so many I think versions of this movie. Like there's something called, I think, the Oz Kids, which is like the Wizard of Oz people as kids, and there's episodes that involve the Wizard of Oz. There's like a Hello Kitty version of Wizard of Oz. You see so many things of the Wizard of Oz. It is just amazing. And there are so many people that I know personally who just love the Wizard of Oz. And anybody who I know who thinks of Judy Garland completely thinks of this movie. So if you didn't see my review on The Wizard of Oz, I will link that down below. If you didn't see, I did that a couple years ago for my sister for her birthday, and like I said, it is one of her favorite movies, and it's been one of her favorite movies when she was little. She used to call it The Girl in the Blue Dress. Number 6 on my list would have to be Jurassic Park. Now, I think Jurassic Park is also very popular. So many people love this movie. I love Jurassic Park too myself. It's one of my favorites. It was a favorite of my brother when he was little. And a lot of people who think of Steven Spielberg think of this movie. And a lot of people who think of Richard Attenborough think of this movie as well, because Richard Attenborough was in this film. It's just a really great movie. The special effects of the dinosaurs are awesome. If you guys know how they did that, please let me know. And I love this movie. I have it actually on VHS. Fun fact, I actually have this film on VHS. I think it's in my basement somewhere. I know I definitely do have this movie somewhere in my house, because we just kept it because it's just like a really popular film, because so many people like it. It was a popular ride. I'm not Universal Studios. I'm not sure if the ride is still there. If you guys have been to Universal Studios, let me know if you know if the Jurassic Park ride is still at that resort. That not resort, the theme park. That's what the word I was looking for, the theme park. Let me know if you guys know if that ride is still at the theme park. So many people just like it for the adventure. And I just know a lot of people who bring up Richard Attenborough talk about this movie so much. And it's just really popular. In my house, it was pretty popular because, like I said, I have an older brother, and he loved dinosaurs when he was little. Number 7 on my list had to be The Godfather. Now, I feel like this is a pretty popular film that so many people love. A lot of people love this movie for the story or the drama or the suspense that goes on. I've only seen like the first Godfather. I don't know about the rest of the Godfather movies, but I know a lot of people who like this film. I know a lot of people who have seen it. So many people just like bring it up. You see it a lot in clips of WatchMojo.com. You see posters of it all over the place. I mean, it is a really popular movie, and so many people who are fans of, I think it's like is it Robert De Niro? Yeah, I think it's Robert De Niro. Think of this movie, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Robert De Niro in The Godfather? Let me double check. Oh no, I'm thinking of Goodfellas. Sorry. So many people who think of, oops, I meant to say Al Pacino. I'm sorry. I got the two mixed up. Anyway, so many people who think of Al Pacino, who mention Al Pacino, talk about this movie, and it's just a pretty popular film. I've only seen, like I said, I've only seen the first Godfather. I haven't seen part 2 or part 3. It's just so many people I know love this movie, and I remember watching this when I was taking a film class in college once. And a lot of people, and it was pretty popular among a lot of people. Number 8 on my list would have to be Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, this is a very popular film among so many people as well. My dad liked this movie. My I think I watched this with my stepdad at the time a couple times, and I watched it with a friend of my mom's once. And I've seen this movie like so many times. I think it was on at my grandparents' house a couple times. And it's just a really good film. A lot of people actually love it. Anytime anybody talks about Indiana Jones, they talk about this film, Indiana Jones movie, because so many people love Harrison Ford. So many people love this movie for the adventure. And it's just a great film in general. And it's just really fun to watch. Number 9 on my list would have to be Rear Window. So anybody I know who talks about Alfred Hitchcock, sorry. I couldn't think of the name of the director. Alfred Hitchcock talks so much about this movie. It's very popular among a lot of people as well. It's a really great film. I like it for the suspense. I like it for the actors. I like Grace Kelly and I can't think of the I think it's Carrie. I don't remember his last name, but it was the guy in the cast, but I don't remember his last name. So I know it was Grace Kelly in the film, and there was another Cary Grant. That's who it was. Sorry. And a lot of people who like Grace Kelly and Cary Grant, a bunch of people mention this movie, and it's constantly brought up by a lot of people, and it's pretty popular to be watched, especially in like film classes. I've seen this movie 2 times. I watched it for a classic movie night with my mom and her friend, and I also watched it in a film class I took in college once. Number 10 on my list would have to be The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, The Nightmare Before Christmas is very popular among a lot of people around Christmas time. This is one of my brother's favorite movies. I know a lot of people actually like this movie. A lot of people who are fans of Tim Burton talk about this movie. A lot of people like to watch this movie around Christmas. A lot of people like to watch it around Halloween. I mean, it's kind of a mix because it's a mix between Halloween and Christmas. And I personally think this is such a great film too. It's one of my favorites. And I hear so many people talk about this film when they talk about Tim Burton. And I know just a lot of people just really like it. And it's just a fun Christmas/Halloween movie. So if you didn't see my review on The Nightmare Before Christmas, I will link that video in the description box down below. Okay, so those are my top 10 movies I feel like everyone loves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I do apologize for this video being so long, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!